Hello everyone, my name is Satyam Pawar. Today we are going to learn how to create RAML. So today's topic is how to create RAML. So before that, let's see what is RAML. So everyone knows that is RAML stands for RESTful API Modeling Language. So this is a YAML based language for describing RESTful APIs. So this is highly readable by both humans and computers. So it is focuses on describing resources, methods, parameters, responses, media types which is included in the RAML. And these are the main content of the RAML. So let's see specifications of the RAML. In specifications, first it is simple and structured way of representing APIs. So like this is understand by everyone, like developers, partners, and other API consumers. So other non-technical members also understand this RAML. RAML files can be used to auto-generate documentation. So this RAML is used as a for a documentation purpose. Mocked endpoints. Let's say consumer want to test it before implementation of your API. We can give that mocked endpoint to the consumer or our client to test it. So it will validate its request and response. What are the validations required, and it is not correct or not. That we can validate before implementing of the API. And this is the interface for implementation API implementation. As I said, it is RAML is based on YAML and JSON. So these are the specifications of the RAML. Next is so today we are mainly going to focus on HTTP methods that are used in the RAML. So mainly there are 5 methods which are get, post, put, patch, delete. So get is nothing but, let's say in database we are querying data, right, for by using select query. That is nothing but here operation, similar operation is a get method to fetch resources where we are using get method. Post is nothing but similar to database. Compared to database, it is a creation of a data in database. Here we are creating resources by using post method. So creating a data. Put method is to replace a data, like update operation is there in the database. Similar here, it is a put method. Patch is used to a partial update. So let's say we have to update few fields, so partially update that record, we have to use a patch method. And delete, as itself says, like it is a deletion of a resource. Here main difference, that is a main question they are asking in the interviews as well, the default response code. And basically we confuse with the default response code. There are two types, well, let's say 200 and 201. So 200 is used for all of the methods except post method, where post is using 201 as a response code, like for creating of resource. So whenever we are creating a data, there we are using a 201 as a response code. Apart from that, there is an exception for post as well. In some cases, few of the cases, we are using post method for getting the data as well. So in a beginners, we will not understand that one, but when you are intermediate knowledge of MuleSoft, that time you will understand it. Why means how it is used. So basically, first understand this response codes. So let's go to the now how to create RAML. So creation of a RAML, you have to log into your Anypoint Platform account. I have that account. You can use your 30 days trial account as well for it, and you just have to go to Design Center here. Yeah. The Design Center opening. You have to create new API specification. Now we are going to discuss data related to account. So I'm giving name as account API. So RAML version is also here. Specification language version is there 1.0. This is also a question asked. Which version of RAML you are using? So please remember this. This is 1.0 version we are using 1.0. Create API. It will give you a template. Like it will give you that file, which is root file. Accounts API RAML root file. Basically, here we have to rename this file. So you are in standard way you have to use api.raml as your root file. So I'm using that one here. And now we have to create that RAML. In the creation of RAML, so let me do one thing. So in creation of RAML, here it is getting title and the RAML version. The next step you have to give description and version. So description of API here. Just you can give any name, accounts, test API or something, whatever description you want to give. There is no problem. And version. So version of this API, let's start with the V1 version. This is also standard way. Then after this, you can mention here protocols. So protocol should be HTTP and HTTPS. So here we are going to use HTTPS. After this one, after protocols, we are going to start our uh, actual resources. So here we are going to use resource as a account resource because we are going to work with the account. So it's better to use a plural form of the functionality. So accounts we have because we are going to with the multiple records of this or not a single record. So better the standard way they are asking to use a plural form of it. So accounts is there, and always this should start with the like small one, like it's a small letters, not a capital one. So accounts. Then you have to mention here. We are going to do here two methods: post and get method. So I'm just giving you the skeleton here, post and get. First, let's work on post. So till the time I'm removing this get. So in the post, first you have to, so post is nothing but we are going to create a resource. So we have to pass some body here. In the body, you have to mention which type of body. It is application JSON, XML, CSV, whatever it is. Here we are going to work on application JSON. Then next is example for it. Example we have to give, and let's say you can give any example like create example with a JSON file, and here you can give a JSON directly. This will become your body of your request. Then you have to provide your responses. In the responses, here you have to mention again like a response code. So as in the mentioned for post for create of resource, you have to mention 201 as a response code. So let's mention here 201. 201. Then again here under this body, under body same thing. What type of body here? Application JSON. And then example. And in the example, you just can give a simple response example for account creation. That is giving a status and other information of account like account number, identifier, IPC code. These are the things you can give. So this will become your post method here. If you see, it's a simple thing. And if you want to try here, you can try it in the documentation. It's always open. Once you complete this one, it is giving errors as well here in the project errors. If there is error, it will show error here. There is no error, you will be able to try it. So try it here. Here, like it is showing information, like what is the request URL here. Then query parameters, there are no query parameters defined. Headers, no headers, like this is default header, which is content type, which is application JSON. And then body is here, JSON body. And the send request. It will give you a response, whatever we response defined here. So this will become your post method. Let's go to next method under accounts. So as I said, this is like accounts. So there can be, we can mention to get method, we are going to get single resource, single account. For that one, we can define here URI parameter, which will become your inner resource. So inner resource is nothing but you have to define forward slash inside the curly braces. You have to mention here, let's say account number I will mention, and this account number we have to pass in the URI parameter, and then get method. In the get method, again same thing, like in get method you are going to pass input in the URI parameter. So it's here, just let's mention responses, then response code, then body, then body type application JSON, then you can give example here. And example is, you can mention any example, get account example, where it is in containing information of account number, IPC code, whatever information that is expected. So I mentioned here account number, IPC code, payees details. So these are the information here. So if you see again in the documentation, let me hide it first. And again, you see in the documentation, you will see there are endpoints here, summary endpoints are there, accounts endpoint is there, where we have directly a post method under accounts. And there is the inner resource which is under accounts, account number, where get method is there. We tried post method, let's try get method now. So if you see here, the endpoint which is under accounts, account number, we see here, this is the inner resource where we are going to pass a value of account number. Now if you want to try it, here you will see endpoint. We see here, this is accounts endpoint. Under accounts, the URI parameter we are going to pass, which is this value. Let's say I'm just any value you can pass, but you will get the constant response. But I'm passing this. So account number and send request. So there are no headers, no query parameter, only URI parameter is there. You will get a response. This is a simple thing we have to do, right? These are the things in a RAML. So our RAML, basic RAML is completed. So this is the expectation to complete a RAML with the post method and get method. Now we have mentioned here examples in this file. So we can refer this example from the external file. So for that purpose, you have to just create a new folder for it. Let's say I'm going to create examples folder here. And in the examples folder, I will create a file. So let's say I will create here new file, other, and here first create account is there. So create account JSON I will create. So you can use camel case while giving names. And in this create accounts, you just pass this create account body and just copy this path. Go here, remove this example as a direct one, and you can give this by include keyword is for that one, and just pass that path. It will work. In the responses thing also, same thing we have to do. This create account response, we will create new file. Other file you can create, inside that create account. Let's say create account response. Just save this, copy this path, go to root RAML, remove this value from here, which is not required now, and just add include keyword, give path. It will include in your response body. Same thing for this example for a get account. I can mention here new file, other. Here I can mention get account, mention get account response. Paste this, remove it from here, it is not required. You include keyword, copy this file path, Paste it here. Done. Now this is a reference. We are referring these files from the other files. So these are referred with the include keyword. And then just check documentation again. Here, post endpoint. Just do the same thing. Try. The same request is showing here. Send it. It will give a response like this one. Similar thing with by referring this file. Same thing you can try for get one. Get method. Try it and just check it here. You have to pass here parameter. So you can pass any value. It's not necessary now because this is mocking we are doing. Not it's not a real one. So you can give any value. It will give back response as this constant value we are giving as a sample. So this is our RAML with the like get and post method with the references. We understand here two methods, but in next videos we will understand other methods as well as we'll create we'll explore more on this one. So for now we'll stop here. In the next video we'll take a new topic and we'll come. Thank you.